Hello friends, I am so sorry. Sending out a message real quick to Discord. So sorry, friends. So I'm wondering now how much of what I said did not get heard. How long was my stream silent or glitchy? This is so pretty. Friends, I'm very sorry about the technical difficulties. As you make your way back in, please say hi so I know that you're here. So that way I know when to continue on with the conversation that we were having before stream went to shit. Please, please, please. There we go. They were pretty much all upside down. Now I can grab some. I should get myself some type of really cute paperweight to use to hold the film down so it doesn't fall over when I'm doing it. Right now I'm just using my phone. I should get some type of really cute paperweight to use for that. That would be fun. Sally's back. Thank you for saying hi and letting me know that you're back. I would like to try to keep track of friends as they trickle back in, so that way I know when I can continue the conversation that we were having before. Sally, I would like to know, what is the last thing you remember hearing me talk about? So that way I know when to pick up. And if Brett and Alpha make their way back, also I would like to know from them what they heard last. Yeah. About ASMR stream. Yes, I was talking about ASMR stream for a long time. Did you hear me start talking about Bob Baker? Or did stream cut out before I got to talking about Bob Baker? It was still in relation to the ASMR stream. Nope, God, I feel like I was talking about that for a long time and nobody heard it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. God damn it, I talked about that for so long. We're gonna kind of backtrack a little bit back to ASMR streams. What Brad sent me that list and I didn't find it very helpful. I went and created a scene on Streamlabs and got it set up with my mic's gain sent high, and it picks up super low whispers. And so as far as the functionality, an ASMR stream is very feasible. Like it's essentially set up on the technical side. I just, as someone who does not personally enjoy listening to ASMR, I don't really feel like I'm a good judge to try to pick what type of ASMR content you all would enjoy. And so from there, one idea that I got was to essentially do ASMR positive affirmations. Now, one thing I asked is if any of you guys are familiar with sleep affirmation videos. I do sleep affirmation videos sometimes. Some of you guys know this, some of you guys do not know this, but I do hear voices. They are not violent or mean or malicious. I've never really had voices tell me to do bad things or anything like that. It's usually murmuring, mumbling. It sounds like it's from a distance, or a conversation in another room, or someone speaking and walking past, and I hear words and phrases here and there as they walk by me. So they're not really harmful, but they can be distracting, and I mostly hear them at night when I'm trying to sleep. And so I occasionally will listen to sleep affirmation videos. And there's one person that I really like. His name, I believe, is Bob Baker. And he does sleep affirmation videos. And so there will be some relaxing ambient music playing in the background. And then what Bob Baker will do is he will, there are different videos for different themes. So like there's ones for like sleep affirmations for success, sleep affirmations for self-love, sleep affirmations for positive thinking, you know, things like that. And so Bob Baker will go on. Is that a K? Yes, it is. Bob Baker will continue on to say positive affirmations in relation to the current theme, of course. So he has his ambient music. He plays his, or he speaks his words of affirmation, and then there is a pause. And during that pause, you can either enjoy the silence, enjoy the music, or you can repeat the affirmation back to yourself, either in your head or out loud. And so I was kind of considering taking a similar approach to ASMR, where I do a very similar thing. You know, I'll have my relaxing ambient music and I will speak words and phrases of positive affirmations and encouragement and things like that. Leave a pause. Y'all can either enjoy the moment of silence in between them. You can repeat the phrase back to you out loud or in your head, or you can sit on it and contemplate and think about how it can apply to you and your life. and things like that. I was considering making certain redeems for certain phrases, including saying that I am proud of you, and maybe some other specific affirmations I can add in there that someone can redeem if it's something that they feel like they need to hear. Does that sound like the type of content that you would enjoy, Sally, or DC, or even Bread if Bread is back? I don't know if Bread came back. I don't know if Bread even realizes that stream had to end. Sally, please tell me you heard all of that this time. Don't tell me that stream went silent again. Eek Barbadurkle. There we go. That's good. Complete silence, Sally, please. No. Sally, please. No, I'm not either. I'm not either, but it has been requested a lot over the years by a lot of people. And then I did that poll recently and it won with 100% of the vote. And I know for a fact that at least Bread is serious about wanting it. And I'm open to trying it, even though I personally do not enjoy listening to ASMR. I am open to trying it. I just would like to know what kind of content you guys would like. And while I'm not familiar with a lot of ASMR, I am familiar with positive affirmations and words of encouragement. And I think it might be at least a good start for me to incorporate that into the ASMR so that I at least kind of feel like I know what I'm doing. And then it can go from there. It can grow, it can change, it can evolve. You guys can tell me that it fucking sucks and you never want me to do it again. I don't care. I'm just trying to figure out what to try because it does seem like there is a genuine demand for it. No, DC, I cannot. I cannot. You do not understand the level of disgust I get from listening to ASMR. In all technicality, I suppose it works. It does elicit a physical sensation and response in me. I've listened to so many different creators, so many different styles. Bread sent me one that was chess themed, and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. It makes my skin crawl. It makes me nauseated, and it makes me feel incredibly anxious. I am not going to pursue listening to it. I did try after we did the poll and it won with 100%. I did go and watch a little bit, and it just gave me the absolute heebie-jeebies, and I felt disgusting. And if I do that to try to find inspiration, it's just going to convince me not to do it. And I don't want that to happen. I don't know why I have such a negative physical response to ASMR. I just, my body feels bad. But I don't feel that way with creating it, because like I said, I did set up a scene and I got my mic set up and I got the right filters on and everything, and I had it playing back, and I played around with some of the mouth sounds that you all like or whatever, and I didn't get the heebie-jeebies doing it. It's only when I'm listening to it. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Not all. No, it definitely has its fetish communities around it. That's not strictly what it is. That's not in essence what it is. It can be used in that manner, and there are certain fetishes attached to it. But that is not in essence what it is for or where it comes from. But that is completely valid. And if I'm being completely honest, I would like to try to avoid that specific aspect of it, which is why I'm wanting to consider more going the route of the positive affirmations and words of encouragement to make it more, relaxing and cozy and wholesome and safe space-ish and things like that. Make it a very positive experience without it being necessarily fetishy or erotic. Am I opposed to playing around with the erotic side of it? No, not at all, but that I don't want that to be my primary focus if I do start ASMR, which it does seem like there are several people who want me to. I always say, I want to know what kind of content you guys want. And if you tell me what you want, I will try to make it happen. Some things I'm not very experienced in or familiar with, and would like a little bit of help figuring out. Oh, I do. I do all the time. I do very frequently. I still value feedback. I would not be doing anything that is not something that I want to do or something that I am open to trying or learning or experiencing. Like, no one fucking asked me to do Spyro. No one fucking asked me to do Fallout. No one fucking asked me to do Jackbox when I first started doing it, and that was one of the main things I built my community around. Doesn't mean I can't value feedback and look for guidance when I'm trying to create content that is new and different to me. I am open to ASMR. I am aware of the demand. I myself am not experienced or knowledgeable. Helpful feedback would be very much appreciated. I don't think that that is a bad thing to ask for. No one asked me to sit here for 2 hours straight and talk about the conversations that I had with my therapist today. But I did it. There's a difference between asking for feedback and asking for permission. I want suggestions. I want to learn things. I want to try things. I want to expand. suggestions, help get me out of my box, and help me try things that perhaps I would not have thought of on my own. And I have found some of my favorite things in life by taking that approach. And if I don't like it, then fine. I'm not going to continue it. I'm not going to pursue it. I'm not going to invest time in learning or building on it at all. But there we go. Some of my favorite games that I have found have been recommended or suggested that I otherwise never would have heard of, or would otherwise have never particularly piqued my interest, so I would not have pursued. They've become some of my favorite gaming experiences. Similar to the game developers that I have built relationships with, approaching me and asking me, hey, would you game? Games that I would have never sought out on my own, or were very different than what I typically looked for, what I knew, what I was good at, what I was accustomed to. Never ever, like Holy Stick, never would have fucking looked for that game by myself. If it had come across my feed, probably would not have sparked my interest at all. I was approached by the developer, and he offered me free Steam codes to try it out. And it was amazing. And it is now one of my favorite games to play. And several of you guys have gotten the game to play with me that you guys probably wouldn't have gotten the game if you hadn't seen me play it. We're all out here learning from each other, taking advice from each other, getting suggestions from each other. Life would be so incredibly dull if I only did the ideas that I got on my own. Hello, Unicorn Harrison, how are you? Wait, Jack, no boxes, Mr. Frodo. I specifically requested conversations with your therapist. No, you did not. You did not. That stream ended because there were technical difficulties. First of all, 999, VLR, Phoenix Wright, games that I never would have pursued on my own. Holy Stick. I think one was Metamorphia. I'm not remembering the names of some of them. Ninja Scroller and Underwater Diving for sure. Those kinds of arcade type games, never would have sought those out myself. I'm so sorry. Oh, I gotta reset the cam. Sorry, everybody. Wait, where did everything go? Nope, don't fall down again, please. There we... No, not quite. There we go. I have the one right there. Is that the only K that's left as far as down here? And then other than that, it's going up the trunk? Oops. Just to add on what you're saying, being on Twitch has exposed me to a lot of games that I would have never played on my own. There's plenty to learn from each other. Exactly. Exactly. And I ask for feedback from my community, and I ask for suggestions from my community, and I like to know, like when I do a new game or a new type of content, I like to know, what did you like? What about that got you to stick around? What would you like to see more of? And I like to get that kind of feedback. And I like to get suggestions. What's something new you would like for me to try? Because like I said, my life would be so incredibly dull and boring if I only did things that were my idea. One of my favorite things to do whenever I go out to the bar or to a cafe, one of my favorite things to do to help me get out of the box, because I am a being of habit. I will have a regular that I will order all the time. And sometimes I like that. Sometimes I like the comfort of knowing exactly what I'm going to get. But I like to try new things, but I'm not good at asking for new things. And one of my favorite things to do at Starbucks, at Dunkin', at the bar, ordering a margarita, is to tell the person that I would like anything. Like, for example, I will order dealer's choice at Dunkin' Donuts. I will say I would like a large frozen coffee. I will specify what type of item and what size I would like. Dealer's choice, any flavor. What's your favorite on the menu? What's the last thing you made? What's your favorite thing to make? I don't care. Large, frozen coffee, dealer's choice. Let me have it. And I have tried so many new flavors and combinations that I never would have thought of, that I never would have asked for, that some of them don't even sound good to me. Like, I get it, and I'm like, okay, definitely would not have picked that for myself. And then it turns out to be delicious. I was at a Mexican restaurant, and I asked the waitress to bring me, I said, I want a margarita, dealer's choice. I want you to bring me whatever your favorite is. She brought me a pomegranate margarita. I never in my life would have ever picked out pomegranate on a margarita menu and said, yes, this is what I want. And yo, it was divine. And I got fucking wasted. And I told the waitress how pretty she was. And I never would have chosen it for myself. So when I'm asking for feedback and when I'm asking for suggestions and I'm asking what about different types of content you guys do and do not enjoy, I'm looking for, I guess, guidance on potentially new experiences. building on something that maybe I overlooked or seemed insignificant to me, but somebody else enjoyed, and now I can find a way to expand on that and build on that and learn from that. I said this earlier, I'll say it again. Asking for suggestions is not the same as asking for permission. Asking for feedback and asking for suggestions is not a sign of inability of making my own decisions, but a curiosity to want to try something that maybe I wouldn't have thought of myself. It's nice to know if what you're doing is helpful or otherwise. I get that exactly. A gateway to new lands, Sally. Yes, thank you. Pomegranate is underrated as fuck. It definitely was that night. Ooh, that was a good fucking margarita. A lot of people only tend to verbalize feedback if it's an extreme vibe. Hated it or loved it, which makes it hard to like grow. I agree with that. Absolutely. Oh no, I thought I had a gem on here. Did I drop it somewhere? Whoopsie. No, I absolutely agree with that. You know, sometimes people will be like, wow, this is the best, or oh, that's the worst. But like, sometimes I want a little bit more specific advice. No, you know, what is a direction that I could go to grow and evolve and build on this, that, or the other that, again, maybe is something that I would have overlooked, but could become something great or could become one of my favorite things because of somebody else's feedback or suggestion. Ah, I did it again. In the end, I'm still gonna do what I want to do. If somebody brings me an anchovy margarita and it's fucking disgusting, I'm going to say, hey, thank you for letting me try something new, but I would really like to get something different if you don't mind. That didn't do it for me. Now, if somebody asks for a type of content and I try it and it makes me uncomfortable or I'm not enjoying myself for whatever reason, I'm gonna stop doing it. You know, taking someone's suggestions or feedback is not a permanent commitment, and I can always decide, hey, I appreciate you helping me find a new way to express this, that, or the other, but it's not quite doing it for me. I'm not vibing with it. It's not my style. I'm not gonna do it again. And that's okay too. Brett, I think you missed the whole conversation earlier about positive affirmations with Bob Baker in regards to ASMR, which got us on this whole kick of me asking too much. Did you hear any of that conversation, Sir Bread? Are you even still here, my sweet loaf? Bob Barker. I'm pretty sure it's Bob Baker is the positive affirmation guy that I listen to. You think? So do you have any feedback? Allow me to ask permission for what I may stream. Did you have any feedback on what I said? Delay. It was literally right when I started streaming again. Like I don't know if you were here for that part. Bob Baker sounds like he knows how to knead out the kinks in my soul. Honestly, so Harrison, were you here for that part of the conversation? So I'm just gonna go ahead and start over. Sometimes I listen to, I'm gonna make this so much quicker than before. But I sometimes listen to sleep affirmation videos, and the guy that I like is Bob Baker. And essentially what he does is he has different videos for different themes. So like self-love, positive thinking, changing your mindset for different things. And so he has like relaxing ambient music playing, and then Bob Baker will come on and he will say positive affirmations in relation to whatever theme the video is. Oh, this is almost getting out of sight. Oh, I don't think you guys can see. Why did nobody tell me? Ah! There we go. So what he does is he has his ambient music and he will come and say a positive affirmation. And then after he says his positive affirmation, there is a pause. And within that pause, you can either enjoy the silence, enjoy the music, or repeat the affirmation back to yourself, either in your head or out loud. And that is the type of approach I was considering taking for an ASMR type of stream, like an ASMR style of that with ambient music, and saying words of affirmation and encouragement with a pause in which you all can enjoy the silence, enjoy the music, repeat the affirmation back to yourselves, or sit and contemplate how it could apply to yourself and your life. And so since ASMR is not something that I am particularly skilled or knowledgeable or experienced in, but I am skilled and knowledgeable and experienced in things such as positive affirmations and words of encouragement, I thought that that would be a good way to start and test and do something that I am experienced in and that I do enjoy, incorporate it into an ASMR type of style, and then go from there and see if it's something that I would like to expand on more. That was essentially the conversation that led up to I ask permission too much. I know, Alpha, you didn't actually say that I asked permission. I know, I'm being silly. But, Harrison, Fred, how do you guys feel about that idea? Honestly, that sounds helpful. I enjoy spending time in my head thinking about stuff that gets too deep. Okay, that's very helpful feedback. That is good to know. That is the kind of feedback that I am looking for. That is not permission, but it helps give me an idea of what people are interested in. Thank you. So yeah, one of the reasons that I listen to sleep affirmations, so I hear voices. The voices that I hear are not malicious, they're not violent, they're not dangerous. I've never had a voice tell me to do something bad or anything like that. Usually the voices that I hear are gibberish or mumblings or sound like conversations in the distance, like somebody talking in the other room or someone having a conversation walking past me, and I just hear little blips when it sounds like they're close to me, and then they continue on their way. It's usually not even anything that is directly like targeted towards me. It's just, it's as though I'm overhearing conversation of nothingness. I mostly hear them at night, trying to sleep, and while they are not dangerous, they're very distracting. And can make it difficult to sleep. And so listening to the sleep affirmation videos from Bob Baker help me to kind of drown that out and give my brain something else to focus on and kind of rewire my thinking and my perspective at the same time, while drowning out the voices that are so distracting me from getting to sleep. For me, I think a lot of my growth comes when I'm given time to reflect on why I made certain decisions and the reasons behind them. That is incredibly valid. I like that a lot. I feel like when I am given too much time to reflect on the decisions that I have made, I tend to find a way to villainize myself or find a way to warp my perspective on it in thinking that I've done something wrong. And that's where things such as positive affirmations and words of encouragement in things like the sleep affirmation videos help redirect my thinking on it, and then I can contemplate it, and then I can apply it in whatever way I need into what is currently relevant in my life. Again, it gives a little bit of guidance, a fresh perspective, a way of looking at myself that perhaps I would not have thought of on my own. It's something that has helped me significantly, that I enjoy, that I think that I would be good at if I tried pursuing something within that vein. And so that's why I would like to try to incorporate it into an ASMR type style stream. Fred? Feedback, please. I crave your permission, master. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a running joke now. He's working on the university level essay response. I believe that. I absolutely 100% believe that. Feedback is agree. These are my favorite people. I'm gonna need a clip of that. That was just way too funny to me. Okay, so Bread, fantastic. You agree with the points that I have made. Do you want to see me pursue that as a possibility for future streams? Is that something that you feel you might enjoy? No essay today. Aww. That day. We were expecting the wisdom. A big, sparkly black splotch. See it all? Wow! There we go, that'll be good. I have made a lot of progress on this tonight. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. Before it was even talked about and the poll was done for the potential for ASMR stream, I had already been thinking about wanting to create that type of positive content and was thinking about trying to make my own YouTube videos similar to Bob Baker's. But then when the possibility of ASMR stream came up, I thought that it would be a good way to kind of combine something I am familiar with and something that I am not familiar with to see how that could potentially grow. My brain is mush. Nothing but soupy porridge up in this noggin. Me too, actually. So I had mentioned earlier that tomorrow is my work Christmas party, the Shake Club that I work at. We're going out to dinner at a Mexican restaurant. My boss is going to pay for everyone. We did the same thing last year. We're going to the same places where we went last year. This happens to also be the same restaurant where the very pretty waitress gave me her favorite pomegranate margarita. It has been a while since I've been there, but I am wondering if she still works there, if she could possibly be our waitress tomorrow. And perhaps I can get her to bring me another of her favorites, get me absolutely sloshed, and then I can spend the rest of the night telling her how pretty she is. That's my favorite thing to do, is drink margaritas and tell pretty waitresses that they're fucking pretty. Especially while I'm sipping on their favorite drink. I'm such a simp. Not ASMR, but YouTube videos. Can I please have context on that? What exactly do you mean by that comment? You two, you've considered creating content for YouTube videos? Is that what you're saying? Drink and compliment on someone's dime? Talk about a night. That's my favorite kind of night. I do it all the time. Whenever a pretty waitress brings me a drink, as soon as I'm feeling it, I'm like, hey, come here, I gotta tell you something. By the way, I just want you to know you're really pretty. That is an enjoyable time for me. Complimenting someone feels too good. Oh, tell me about it. I remember one time I was at therapy. It was when I had just started seeing my current therapist. And she and I were walking back to her room. And there was a guy standing outside of somebody else's room. And we walked past, and he was like wearing shorts or capris. And he was wearing socks that were kind of high up. And they were really cool. I don't remember what pattern they were. I don't know if it was something as simple as like an Argyle pattern, or if it was something a little bit more niche or bizarre or whatever. But like, I liked his socks. And we walked past, and I said, hey, I really like your socks. And he said, thank you. And we got back to my therapist's office, and she shut the door, and the first thing she said was that she really liked how I talked to that guy out there, and that he will probably be thinking about that and feeling good because of that for the whole rest of the day. And that was still when me and my therapist were still very new to each other. And it was nice. It was a very, very nice time. We were still new to each other, still getting to know each other. And she really liked that I did that, and really stressed what a difference she thinks that it's going to make. And that, you know, such a small passing comment, and it's probably gonna stick with him for the rest of the day, and he's gonna be riding that high of, fuck yeah, I got cool ass socks. It's not exactly the way my therapist worded it, but that was essentially it. The day, more like his life. Frankly, a compliment like that would make me more adventurous with my sock selections. Honestly, same. Someone's like, hey, I like how you do this thing. Oh, I will watch this. No, it's building confidence. Affirming their decisions and their choices and who they are and how they present themselves, and encouraging them to feel good about who they are and how they present themselves. Well, looks like both of these right here skip K. That's gonna feel wrong. Gonna be disconnected. Ugh. I don't like that. It looks like one is G and one is Q. Interesting. I'm uncomfortable. Daddy Alpha, are you still here? Everyone else has been talking, but you've been a little bit quiet. I just want to check and make sure you're still here, friend. There might be no more K's over this way on this branch. Go over on this branch a little. How's that? Word on that branch. Well, all of that's gonna be other color. Continuing up the trunk then. What is stuck to the Who is your favorite YouTuber? I don't have one. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube. Most of what I do on YouTube is search for specific music playlists, such as lo-fi or fantasy-themed music for when Sarah and I are set up at events selling her books. Or things like affirmations and meditations and things like that. Or sometimes how-to videos. I'll search for like a very specific tutorial on how to do something. Oh wait, no, there's one. Oh, what's his thing called? There's one guy, he's a streamer. He's a Twitch streamer, he's a YouTuber, and he makes a lot of how-to videos for streaming specifically. Let me look up and see. Okay, let me look him up real quick. I don't remember his name. But I came across him when I was trying to learn how to do different things on Streamlabs. And I love him. I don't watch him very often, but typically if I have a question about the functionality of Streamlabs, he's the first one that I look for. No. Oh, come on, YouTube. Stream Scheme. That's his name on YouTube anyway. It's Stream Scheme. I love him. Literally all I ever watch from him is like how-to tutorials for, like I said, the functionality of Streamlabs basically, but I would count him as one of my favorites. Gotta start heading to bed. Gonna have a lurk. Have a great night, Sil and chat. Thank you so much, Harrison. I hope you have a great night too. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your valuable feedback and input. Thank you for participating in the conversations. I hope you have a wonderful night and a great day tomorrow, and I hope we get to see you soon. Oh yeah, no, I never find new games on YouTube. I find new games on Twitch and Instagram. Red, you still here? You still active? You still listening, buddy? Yes. Okay, so another thing that I was talking about with the possible affirmation ASMR, another thing that I was thinking about was doing different types of affirmation redeems. So first of all, I've been thinking about implementing a redeem like I'm proud of you. But I was thinking about doing specific affirmations that I could have active only during the affirmation ASMR streams. So that if there's a specific affirmation or a specific encouragement that somebody feels like they need to hear, they can redeem it. They wouldn't be very expensive, obviously. I would want people to do them just because then that would help, you know, give me a little bit of guidance on what to do and what people want and what they need. And scooch some of these over. Yeah, so go through, do positive affirmations and words of encouragement, but then have some that are available as redeems. Just in case there's something that someone really needs to hear in that moment. How do you feel about that? Sounds good. Are you, like, not very invested in the conversation tonight, or are you just, like, brain dead from school? I mean, if you're just brain dead from school, I get it. I totally understand. Aww. Well, that's already implemented, Bread. That wouldn't be something new. That's already a regular standard around here these days. I feel so bumpy. Oh, kind of like, yeah, kind of like that. I thought you said I kind of like good boy, good girl. Yes, yes, very similar in concept, except it would be more along like positive affirmations. But essentially that same concept, yes. Brain dead and cold hands? Why do you have cold hands? Are you home? Are you inside? Do you live in an igloo now? How is Canada? Do you have a lot of snow? We don't have any snow. It snowed like 1 or 2 days and it stuck for like a day or two, but like it's gone now. I know, I mean the redeems are... Yeah, I'm sorry, I caught on. I misinterpreted there for a second, but I get what you mean now. But yes, very similar in concept. Mom doesn't increase thermostat? What temperature is your home? I had to increase the thermostat today. It said it was 70 degrees in the house, but I know that was a goddamn lie. So I turned it up. You need to go like buy yourself a little space heater to keep in your bedroom or something. Just don't tell her because it will jack up the bill. I almost said NIPSCO and then I realized like you do not have NIPSCO. NIPSCO is a specifically Indiana thing. But yeah, the power bill. Electric. Wow, look at this, guys. I used the whole tray. Whoops, it's empty. I need to refill it. 19C. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that is in America. Degrees. Normally I would just look it up, but I'm kind of not wanting to right now just because of stream. There we go. Oh, you're in the basement? That explains it. Basements are always cold, no matter what the thermostat's at. Why are you in the basement? Trying to see how far the K's go. Gotta stretch my back out for a second. Oh, there we go. Ooh, 66. Yeah, that's chilly. That's not like cold, but that's chilly. And if that's like the main level thermostat and the basement's even colder, oof. It's coming together. Thank. And I've done almost all of this left-handed, just to give you guys a better view with the camera. What do you know about that? A burb would have looked cool. Not in this one, I don't think. I like the idea, but I kind of like this one with how simple it is. Just the silhouette of a tree against the moon. I like that it doesn't have too many extra. But if you want me to do a burb, I'll get another one that has a burb in it, okay? You want a burb? Is that your way of saying, yes, please get a burb? The next time I see the diamond painting lady, I'll see if she has any burbs. The other one that I got is butterfly. Back out again. Okay. Hello, I'm back. I'm just kidding, I didn't go. I just scooted back a little. Taking some of them around. It's getting hard to get some of them out. The tray. This should be there. I know my back wants to crack, I just can't get it to go. Sorry, friends, I was checking. The glare is making it a little hard to see. I feel like I didn't have that glare earlier. I still need the light. Is that better? For now, at least? Is that good? For now? I'll always adjust again later. Good to know that you're paying attention. Thank you. Where was I? Here? Honestly, I kind of feel like I need to turn it around, maybe? Recover this. turn it around. Start here. Yes. Here it's gonna come up and around this down. Wait, where is that glare exactly coming from? Is that from my lamp or is that from my overhead light? We'll see how this works. There we go. Sally, are you still here, friend? There we go. See 1K over here off of this bridge. Two. It's still here. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate that. Honestly, I just want up the black one. I think I might call it a night. Unless there is demand to stay. Sally, you're being noisy over there. close are you to finishing? Friend! Black is still the first color. I am very far away from finishing, but I am close to finishing the black, if that was your question. I'm not sure if you meant just the black or if you meant the entire picture. Because this, I am still only on the first of 25 different colors. I know, I dropped it. Thought I had one on here. Oh well, I'll get another one. Shows how much I know. You're good, you're good. Yeah, see, all these spots are little circles that have letters in them. It's hard to tell on the cam because it doesn't focus very well. It's not a very good camera. But these are all just like little dots with letters, and the letters tell me which gem to put there. And still working on just the black, the first one. Also, hi Sally, good to see you're still here. I was asking about you earlier. So okay. Oh, I found one right there. There. Okay, I found a couple going off of this branch here. Two. I think I did it. Let's see if I can get a good shot. There's all the black ones, but you can see where there's still the spots for the next gems, different colors. Look at that, it's so pretty. Looks nice, thank you. Here's like a key over to the side. It tells you all the colors. There's 25, and we finished one. I'm gonna start with the black, which was K, which was number 18 right there. So that's what we did over here. I think we really got all of them. So maybe next time when we start, I'll let you guys pick a color that we do. But I'm not gonna have you just pick the color. I'll have somebody pick a number between 1 and 25. And whichever one we land on is the one that I will take from the key. And then that can be the next color that we do. How's that sound? I think that sounds fun. But yay, we did it! Those are thumbs up, if you can't tell. Whee! Let me see who's on. Oh shit, it's 2 a.m. I did not realize that it was much later than 12:30. Fuck. Okay. We can go get Hondo. How's that sound? So gaming 42. All right. Well, guys, this was a lot of fun. It was very different than other stuff that I've been doing, but honestly, I have been wanting a change. I've been wanting to try something new and different. I've been wanting to try to be a little bit more creative. And just, we have a lot of fun with Jackbox, but we do a lot of Jackbox, and it's nice to kind of be able to set a different tone. I eep. Good night. I eep too. We all go eep. Good night, everybody. Love you. Thank you for coming. At least stick around for the raid. I would appreciate that. I will see you all next time.